Welcome back to the Natural English Channel, your daily English practice. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Oliver. So happy you're here today. We post a brand new conversation every single day. So if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. You don't want to miss one.
So, Oliver, how's your week going?
Okay, so something happened at work this week, and I need to tell you about it.
Already? What happened?
So Sarah and I were working on a big project together, and she sent me a message in the morning. She wrote, "Oliver, please remember me to send the final report before 5."
Hmm. And?
And I read it and thought, that's a strange sentence. But I said nothing. I just replied, okay. And then at the end of the day, Sarah asked, "Did you send it?" And I said, "Send what?" And she said, "The report. I remembered you this morning."
Oh no.
I completely forgot. My whole stomach dropped to the floor, like I felt it physically all the way down.
And was the mistake yours or Sarah's?
Both. I forgot the report, but Sarah's sentence was also wrong, and I didn't know how to explain why.
And that's exactly where we start today, because Sarah didn't need remember there. She needed remind. And the difference between those two words is actually really beautiful once you see it.
Wait, so remember and remind are not the same?
Not at all. And today you are going to discover exactly why, one question at a time.
Okay, I'm ready. And Sarah, this one is for you too.
Let's go. Oliver, when you remember something, where does that happen?
In my head. It's something inside me, a memory that comes back.
Exactly. Remember is always internal. It happens inside you, in your own mind. You remember a name, you remember a birthday, you remember where you left your keys. It's your brain doing the work alone.
Remember is just me and my brain. Nobody else involved.
Nobody else. Now, when Sarah sent that message in the morning, was she trying to do something inside her own brain?
No, she was trying to make something happen inside my brain. She wanted me to not forget.
Exactly. So whose memory was she trying to help?
Mine. She was helping my memory from the outside.
And when someone helps your memory from the outside, pushes information toward you so you don't forget, what word do you think that needs?
Remind?
Yes, remind is external. It always involves two people. Someone reminds another person. Sarah needed to say, "Oliver, please remember to send the report," or "I'll remind you before 5."
Perfect. Two completely different structures. Remember, you do it alone, inside your own head. Remind, someone does it to someone else, from the outside. Think of it like this. Remember is a light switching on inside your head. Nobody touched the switch. It just came on by itself. Your memory lit up.
Oh, remember is the light switching on by itself.
And remind is someone else walking into the room and switching the light on for you. They see the light is off, they help.
Remind is someone else switching the light on for you. That's actually really kind when you think about it.
It is. Reminding someone is an act of care. You're saying, I know you might forget. Let me help. And remembering is trusting your own mind.
Two very human things.
Now, let's go deeper. Oliver, remember has two structures. Structure 1, remember plus the ing form for things that happened in the past. I remember meeting Sarah for the first time. I remember feeling nervous on my first day.
Oh, remember plus ing for past memories. I remember eating there last year. I remember walking home in the rain.
Exactly. The memory already exists. You're accessing it. Structure 2, remember plus to plus base verb for things you need to do in the future. Remember to send the email. Remember to lock the door. Remember to call your mom.
Oh, remember to for future actions, things you might forget to do.
Exactly. And this is the structure Sarah needed. Please remember to send the report, not please remember me. Remember to, future action, base verb.
Remember meeting, past memory. Remember to send, future action. Completely different.
And remind always needs an object. You always remind someone. You can't just remind. You remind me, you remind her, you remind the team. The person being reminded always has to be there.
Oh, remind always needs a person. Remind me, remind her, remind Oliver because he will absolutely forget.
And remind also has two structures. Remind someone to do something. Can you remind me to call the doctor? She reminded him to bring his passport.
Remind someone to do something. The reminder is about a future action.
And remind someone of something. This reminds me of my grandmother's kitchen. That song reminds me of last summer.
Oh, remind someone of something. Something triggers a memory, brings something back.
Yes, and this is beautiful because in this structure, remind and remember meet in the middle. Something external reminds you of something, and then you remember it internally.
Oh, wow. The remind switches the light on, and then the remember happens inside.
Exactly. Someone plays a song, it reminds you of something, and suddenly you remember that moment perfectly. External trigger, internal memory.
That's actually really moving when you think about it. A smell, a song, a place, they remind you of things you thought you forgot.
And you realize you never really forgot. The memory was just waiting for the right switch.
Yeah, that's beautiful actually.
Now, formality, because remember and remind work at every level, but there are some patterns worth knowing.
Okay, so which one is more formal?
Both work everywhere, casual and professional, but remind appears a lot in professional communication because it involves action between people. Sarah sends an email, just a quick reminder to submit your reports by Friday. The noun reminder comes from remind, very common professionally.
Oh, reminder. I get those emails all the time. Now I know where that word comes from.
And remember appears in more personal and emotional contexts when you're talking about your own memories and experiences, though it works professionally too. Please remember to attach the file.
So remind is more about other people, remember is more about yourself.
Perfectly summarized. Now, fixed expressions, because native speakers use these constantly.
Hit me.
Remind me later, a casual way to ask someone to bring something up again when the time is better. This is too much right now. Remind me later.
Remind me later. I say that to myself constantly.
If I remember correctly, a phrase for when you're not completely sure about a memory. If I remember correctly, the meeting is at 3. Oh, if I remember correctly. That's so useful. It softens the memory. You're saying, I think this is right, but I'm not certain.
Exactly. Come to think of it, actually that's more of a thinking expression. Let's keep it to remind and remember. Now you remind me. A phrase for when something someone says triggers a memory. Now you remind me. I completely forgot about that.
Oh, now you remind me. Like, that just switched the light on. Someone said something and suddenly I remembered.
Perfect. And I'll never forget. A strong emotional expression for permanent memories. I'll never forget the day I met her. I'll never forget how that felt.
I'll never forget, because some memories the light never switches off. Quietly laughs.
Never. These expressions remind me later, if I remember correctly, now you remind me, I'll never forget. Learn them as complete phrases. They come up in every real conversation.
Now you remind me I need to actually send that report to Sara. Laughs.
Error check. The mistakes that come up most often.
Ready.
She remembered me to call the doctor.
She reminded me to call the doctor. You can't remember someone. Remember is internal, only for your own memory. Remind is for helping someone else's memory.
Good. Wrong. I remembered eating at that restaurant last year.
I remember eating at that restaurant last year. Eating at the restaurant is a past memory inside my own head. Remember plus ing, not remind.
Exactly. Wrong. Can you remember me about the meeting tomorrow?
Can you remind me about the meeting tomorrow? Again, you're asking someone to help your memory from the outside. That's remind, not remember.
3 for 3. And before the quiz, one thing. If you've been using remember and remind as the same word your whole life, completely understandable. Even very advanced learners mix these up. Sara mixed them up, and Sara is very good at her job. The confusion is human. What matters is that now you have the light switches.
Yeah. And Sarah, I should have corrected you that morning. But honestly, I didn't know either. So we both learned something today. Laughs.
Quiz time. I'll describe a situation. You create a natural sentence using remind or remember.
Ready. Let's go.
Situation 1. You're leaving the house. You don't want to forget your umbrella. What do you say to yourself?
I need to remember to take my umbrella. Future action. Remember to plus base verb. The light switching on in my own head.
Perfect. Situation 2. Your colleague has a dentist appointment tomorrow afternoon, and you know she always forgets her appointments. What do you say to her?
I'll remind you about your appointment tomorrow. You're helping her memory from the outside. Remind plus person plus about something.
Exactly. Situation 3. You're looking at an old photo and you feel something warm inside. You tell your friend,
This photo reminds me of our first trip together. Something external, the photo, is switching the light on. Remind me of something.
beautiful. Situation 4. Someone asks if the presentation is at 2 or 3 o'clock. You're not completely sure.
If I remember correctly, it's a 2, softening the memory. Not 100% certain, but fairly sure.
Perfect. Situation 5. Max has been staring at his empty bowl for 20 minutes. Oliver, what is Max reminding you of right now?
Max is reminding me that it's dinner time. He is very external about it, very loud, very physical. He has been reminding me for 20 minutes, and I still haven't remembered to feed him. Laughs.
Remind external, remember internal. Max has both covered apparently.
Max is the best English teacher. Laughs.
5 situations, all perfect. Oliver,
You know, remember and remind have been like 2 light switches in a dark hallway my whole life, and I kept thinking they were the same switch. And now I know remember is the switch inside your own head. Only you can touch it. And remind is the switch someone else reaches for because they care enough to make sure your light comes on.
that is genuinely one of the most beautiful things you've ever said, Oliver.
Thank you. I'm going to remind Sarah of that tomorrow. Laughs.
Please do. Let's lock it in. Vocabulary review.
Let's go.
Remember, internal, your own memory, your own brain doing the work. I remember leading her. Remember to lock the door. If I remember correctly. Repeat after us. Remember.
Remember.
Slowly. R-E-M-E-M-B-E-R. Remember.
Remember is the light switching on by itself, internal, always about your own memory. Remember plus ing for the past. Remember to plus verb for the future.
Remind. External. Someone helps someone else's memory. Always needs a person. Can you remind me? She reminded him to bring his passport. This reminds me of summer. Repeat after us. Remind.
Remind.
Slowly. R-E-M-I-N-D. Remind.
Remind is someone else switching the light on for you. Always external. Always involves 2 people. Remind someone to do something. Remind someone of something.
Fixed expressions. Remind me later. Ask someone to bring it up again when the time is better. If I remember correctly. I think this is right, but I'm not completely sure. Now you remind me. Something just triggered a memory. I'll never forget. A permanent emotional memory. Repeat after us. Remind me later.
Remind me later.
If I remember correctly.
If I remember correctly.
Now you remind me.
Now you remind me.
I'll never forget.
I'll never forget.
And the golden rule. Remember is the light switching on inside your own head. Remind is someone else walking in and switching the light on for you. One is internal, one is external. And now you will never mix them up again.
Remember, my switch. Remind, someone else's switch. And Sarah, I remember to say sorry, and I'll remind myself to never forget your reports again. Laughs.
Come back to this review and say these phrases out loud with us. Remember to. Remind me. If I remember correctly. Say them until they feel automatic. That is how language becomes yours.
And if there's a word or expression in English that has been confusing you, leave it in the comments below. Your questions are literally how we choose our next topics. You help us more than you know.
Seriously, your confusion today is our next episode. Don't be shy. Leave it down there.
And if this helped, please like, subscribe, and share this with someone who has been share this with someone who has been mixing up these two words. They need the light switches.
And if you enjoyed this episode, go watch our last video where we talked about either and neither, two words that also seem the same but work in completely different ways, just like remind and remember. The link is in the description.
I remember watching that one. It was great. Laughs.
See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Bye. And Sarah, I'll never forget this lesson. I promise. Laughs.
Goodbye, everyone.